Hello and welcome to the New Indian Express Online. I'm Bansy, Kalappa. With me is my colleague, Mr. Ramu, Patil. We're here to talk to you about the big developments in Karnataka. It's not every day that you see the National General Secretary in charge of Karnataka, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala, addressing the media, but today he was exactly doing that. So to talk about it, so what really happened? He was speaking to the media. They say there is no smoke without a fire. And here Mr. Surjewala was out there trying to convince us there is really no fire. It's all imaginary.
Yeah. Essentially what's happening in Karnataka politics is now as Sidharamaiah government is approaching its midway mark. That's 2.5 years. In November this year, the government and the party seems to be facing some kind of turbulence in terms of it. This latest round of trouble started after a very senior Congress leader and legislator, Mr. B.R. Patil, raised issue about allotment of houses under Rajiv Gandhi Housing Corporation, allocation houses for poor. He said MLAs letter has no value. There's also made allegations about corruption in the housing department. He did not specifically name an official or minister. Immediately, another MLA, Mr. Raju Khage from Belgavi, backed Patil's allegation and spoke about lack of funds. This kind of triggered a political debate in Karnataka that probably necessitated Mr. Surjewala's visit to Bangalore. Since yesterday, he's been continuously holding talks with party MLAs. For the record, what Surjewala is saying, this is an organizational exercise. They are trying to understand various issues from MLAs. How have they implemented guarantee schemes in their constituency? What is their performance report? How they can make guarantee schemes more effective? He also says they're asking MLAs to express their aspirations. If they, as we know, a lot of senior MLAs waiting for a shake-up in the party, cabinet rejig or reshuffle to make it to the cabinet.
Mm-hmm. Is it true? From what we hear, is it true that the MLAs are unhappy? Because the MLAs, at the end, they are the foot soldiers of the party when it comes to interacting with the people.
True.
So the electorate will ask, we asked you for this road, how come it's not been relayed? We asked you to repair this civic problem, how come it's not been attended to, and you're already sitting in power for 2 years? Yeah. And it's the MLA who faces the flak on the ground.
True.
So the MLA's big complaint was that when we go to our electorate, we have run out of excuses to tell them.
True.
So is that the big trigger which is costing, this round of peace for the Congress?
So that's a very good question, very good observation also. The government has been implementing guarantee schemes to a large extent successfully. A financial allocation this year, Sidharamaiah allocated 52,000 plus crores for 5 guarantee schemes. MLAs would have made their own promises in their constituencies, assured a lot of local works. I think that's the issue government is facing. It's a fine balance they have to strike, making financial allocations for guarantee schemes while also taking care of grants for development works.
Yeah.
That MLAs require. Yes, you're absolutely right. Many MLAs, I think, have expressed that concerns about not getting adequate funds for development works. Raju Khage was on record to say that. But that issue was again raised in today's press conference also, where Mr. Surjewala was there and Deputy Chief Minister, State Congress President D K Shivakumar was there. Surjewala says Shivakumar has assured him that there is no shortage of funds. They have more than adequate funds for development works. That, I'm sure, is one of the issues that's bothering Congress MLAs. Probably there are many other political reasons too. Some of them we obviously waiting to become ministers, as you said, then development works, funds for development works. Obviously, political reasons are also there. Both the factors, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Also, one key issue here is, people say, I don't know how far it's true. People say that in the Congress there are 3 groups. One is the Sidharamaiah group, one is the DK group, and one is the Congress loyalist group. So how does each one, play out in this? Because one group says Sidharamaiah continues for 5 years, one group says no, 2.5 years there's going to be a shift.
True.
So what really is happening? Because there's so much of hearsay and there's so much of what is coming out?
I'm sure there are many camps in Congress party. Obviously, it's a big party. They won 36 plus MLAs. There's a lot of speculation from the day one about is there a power sharing agreement? Congress is neither publicly accepted nor
The
denied.
High Command doesn't say anything.
On that.
Even Khargeji, he's the man from Karnataka.
Exactly.
The president.
So that kind of creates a lot of confusion. And if you recall, last week, Senior Minister Mr. K.N. Rajanna, who is known to be Sidharamaiah loyalist or camp follower, he said there will be a political revolution in September. He did not specify what it is. And today, D K Shivakumar loyalist and Ramnagar MLA Iqbal Hussain is saying Shivakumar should get a chance. He has really turned around the party. He played a big role in bringing the party to power. He should. On one side, it looks like Congress rushed its General Secretary to Bangalore to take MLAs into confidence, to contain the situation, advise MLAs not to go to press with their grievances, instead discuss it. Then other side, when you look at it, all this exercise itself is, I think, more and more MLAs are coming out openly expressing their views. I don't know whether the Congress is actually able to control the damage and take MLAs into confidence, or it has given a platform for MLAs to air their views publicly about. If you see, Iqbal Hussain said openly today, and Rajanna a couple of days back said openly.
So could it be this, that the DK group, the DK group of supporters, are waiting to, sit in seats of power? So could it be that they cannot sit on one fine day and say, okay, now we come to power, let's say sometime in October or November. So they have to organically lead this. So could it be that all this, situation of unrest is mostly aimed at that?
Could be,
and so between June and, when it really started, and let's say the end of October and November, it would have had its 3-4 months of run, and so then DK and his team could resolve this issue by coming to power. Is that the situation?
Quite possible there's a section of Congress legislators, leaders who think DK should get a chance after 2.5 years. Quite possibly they'll be putting pressure on the Congress central leadership to prepare the ground for that transition. Others maybe just, if not there's a change of leadership, certainly there'll be a shake-up in the government. Obviously you start exerting pressure from now, maybe you will make the cut then. Obviously, multiple factors will be playing. AICC President Kharge did try to put an end to it yesterday, but in fact, he ended up saying that all options are open. When reporters asked him about the speculations or leadership change, Kharge said that the High Command will take a call on that. Effectively, he did not rule it out.
Absolutely.
That thing. I think more and more political activities we'll see on these lines as government nears halfway mark in November. The different factors, MLAs will be putting pressure to make it to the cabinet. The loyalists of D K Shivakumar will be putting pressure to ensure that D K Shivakumar will get a chance in this tenure. At the same time, Sidharamaiah camp followers will be putting pressure on High Command to ensure that there is no change in the leadership. Whole lot of factions, whole lot of issues, and playing at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So much as Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala would like to tell the people that there is no fire, it is up to all of us really, because it's out in the open. There's too much of smoke out there, and the conclusions are left to us. So with that, thank you for joining us on this.
Thank you.